Hi, how are you doing, Alyssa?
Doing well.
Doing well? Okay. How has the progress on your journals been coming since the last time we met?
Good. I'm having, I'm able to like notice a lot more positive things in my day than I have been because I wasn't really looking at them before. So it's pretty good.
Pretty good, okay. So have you noticed any changes in your mood lately? Any changes in your behaviors lately since you've been writing in the journals?
I'm a little less depressed because I'm able to see the positive things that have been happening, that before, like I said before, that I couldn't see. And
Mm-hmm.
I feel a little less anxious because I have I have a diary to be able to write these things.
Yeah.
And so it's been a little more comforting to me
Mm-hmm.
to have my thoughts on a page.
Yeah, so just so that I have it correct here, you've been feeling a little bit better in terms of moods, in terms of happiness, since you've been kind of noticing that these positive thoughts are happening,
Mm-hmm.
and you've been writing them down at the end of the day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so that's really good. That shows that you've been progressing since the last time we met. Because the first time that we met, I know you came in that you were kind of a little too like anxious about the grades that you've been getting.
Mm-hmm.
And then in terms of the grades, that's actually a good thing to touch up on the next time here, or right now to touch upon right now. So how do you feel your progress has been with your grades so far since the last time we met?
I feel like it's been it's been rough.
It's been rough.
I feel like I'm trying to do better, and I feel like the diary has helped because I'm able to see maybe what I'm anxious about day to day. So
Yeah.
seeing the things that I am anxious about makes me a little less anxious, and I've been doing better on quizzes because I tend to overthink them.
Oh.
So I'm starting to not overthink them as much.
Yeah, because I mean, when you're doing your quizzes, it sounds understandable to kind of get a little bit too like caught up in like in your own headspace to just see kind of how you're gonna do on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and in terms of your grades, one of the goals was for you to improve them by one of your objectives being that you were gonna visit office hours. How do you feel that's been helping you so far?
Visiting office hours?
Yeah, for your professor.
Oh, right. Yeah, I feel like that's been helping. I feel like I'm still a little anxious in those meetings just because I mean they're my professor. They have the control over my grade, but it has been better getting to know what they think, like how maybe the quizzes are going to be formulated, not exact questions, but it's been, kind of I can take a breather from doing that.
So when you said you can take a breather, how do you feel, what do you feel, I'm sorry, that causes you to need to take a breather in like the office hour setting?
I think just being around like somebody that has that control over my life.
Over like the grades and what?
Yeah. But obviously, I know that they don't have control over my life, just the grade, and I think that's been a helpful thing about the diary too, is realizing that it's not them having complete control over me. It's I have the control. They just happen to be making the test, and I think that's been a big thing.
So if I have this correct, it sounds like that their grading scale just kind of has a little bit too much of an overbearing kind of focus on your life.
Mm-hmm.
And you're kind of taking that as it's going to be kind of leading down the road, like how's this going to affect your future?
Yeah, I do have a lot of concerns about that. I feel like at some point, the world becomes this big place, and I mean, it doesn't become it just is. And so it's easy to have, bite-sized chunks of things, to be able to digest it all.
And so is it okay or can you confirm in the understanding this that you feel as though your performance in school kind of determines how you're going to enter this kind of busy world of adults and all this responsibility?
I think so. I think if I was to get like C's and D's, I would feel like my prospects in the world wouldn't be so great. So I'd feel really nervous about that. So I feel like me getting an A or a B means that I will do good things in the world, and I think that's where a lot of the anxiety stems. Because I don't always know how she's going to formulate the quizzes. So
And you just want to make sure that you get the best grades possible, right?
Yeah.
And in terms of, you do? Okay. And in terms of your goals for grades, how would you say your studying has been going? Or how do you feel about your studying?
Studying, I kind of study nonstop, but I feel like I have been able to sleep a little bit better, having gone to the office hours with my professor, so I feel a little bit less nervous about the tests, and I don't know, it's nice because I'm less anxious.
Would you say that having less anxiety, would you say that helps you sleep a little better and it allows you to perform a little better in school?
I would think so. I feel like I'm able to want to get up during, and want to sleep more so, just for at least 3 hours at a time, before I wasn't getting that much sleep, so I'd get 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting a 3 hour gap, well, not gap, but 3 hour full set of sleep, so that's nice.
So, just so that I have it down correct here, you're getting a lot more hours of sleep, or compared to how you used to be getting.
Yeah.
And then that's actually transpiring into just better grades overall.
Yeah, I haven't noticed an increase in that.
Okay, that sounds pretty good. And in terms of the sleep, would you say that has been lowering their anxiety overall, or how is it overall? How do you feel about your anxiety overall?
By anxiety overall, what do you mean?
I mean that in terms of your parents, in terms of when you said in the previous session that you mentioned that you didn't tell your parents the correct information about your grades.
Right.
So would you say that sleeping kind of helps you feel a little better in terms of to getting to a point where you can let them know about the real grades?
I feel like I haven't gotten there yet. I feel like I'm on the right path to it.
Yes.
I feel like I'm not ready to tell them about my bad grades just yet.
Oh, yeah.
I'm glad they're getting better, but I want to make sure that they stay that way before, so I don't feel as bad or as anxious about talking to them. I'm not lying to them anymore because I am getting better grades, so I feel truthful about what I'm doing now, but because I haven't talked to them about that past, but I do believe that there's less anxiety with that.
So your grades have definitely been getting better. That shows your determination to kind of bounce back from those areas of where you've been feeling down. Around the around the 5th week of school, I believe, you said your grades have been going down because of feelings like depression and anxiety. And then your grades you just said that they've been getting pretty good. So that is actually a good pathway to see how you were going to tell your parents at some point.
And eventually I will, and they're not all A's and B's. There's a C, here and there, but I feel generally they are a lot better than they had been.
That sounds like really good progress on your part. It shows your strength of, just like I said, determination, and it shows your strength of being committed and being academically able to get those grades out and put them on your report.
Yeah.
And then in terms of your strengths here, so you did say that you have a good support system.
Right.
And how do you feel your friends and family kind of contribute to you bouncing back from this kind of down area of your life?
I feel like I have the support in terms of what they give me, even before I started counseling. There's always been that support, and I think that's what made me feel kind of extra depressed, extra anxious, is that they were so supportive. Even when I was doing terrible, but they didn't know that they were being that way when I was doing terrible. And now, they're still being the same sort of supportive, and I feel better knowing that I have them there, and that if I do fall, or have a breakdown or anything like that, that they'll be there to catch me, whether it's mentally or whether I haven't eaten or whether I haven't slept, and they'll tell me take a nap or, eat a tamale because it's Christmas season. So.
Of course, yeah. And then that's actually a really good thing to have your support system, because if we take a look at your strengths here, You do have a good support system, and then you have proven to be academically able. I mean, you've gone into the master's program, so that definitely shows your capability of doing well in school. And then you are determined to bounce back, and it sounds from your improvement in your grades that you aren't bouncing back. So that is actually really good to go off of here.